I'll show now we've shown you the Podio system for the surveyor's appointment schedule that we want you to replicate as far as possible. Now I'll show you the improvements we want to make to this part of the system for our own software system that's better suited to our needs. So one of the main reasons why we wanted want a computer system created for us to iron out the problems we face with the existing formats we use. So if I head to our Podio software, let's log in quickly. Set to new quotes. So this is the appointment schedule again, and I'm going to explain a number of improvements we want to make to it for our software system. First thing is when you add a job. So when you add an appointment, you click on the top right. So if I've got Mrs. Smith on the phone and she's not sure when she wants an appointment, but I want to start taking her details down. If I then click add jobs, the whole screen will disappear, and unless I save it, I can't then go back, and I'll leave for now. I can't go back to look at what appointments we've got at what time. So if I start writing the customer's details or taking notes, I'm in the dark a bit as to when we can book in the next appointment, which is quite important on the phone. If you sound unsure or you haven't got an idea on the phone, we're going to lose customers because we need to come across as professional. We know what we're doing. So what we want is when you add a job or add an appointment, whatever it's called for the new system, we want the new screen to come up to enter the information, but we still want to be able to see the appointment schedule. So maybe when you click add jobs, on the top half of the screen you can see all the information to enter, but on the bottom half you can still scroll through the existing appointment schedule, so you can start taking all the information because often the customer will start speaking to you about the job before they start booking in an appointment. So you can take all the information to start off with without losing that screen. Obviously, at the moment, what we can do is we can copy and paste it in the tab and then look at it that way, but we want something a bit easier to use, a bit quicker, more efficient. So that's why one of the improvements on the current Podio system. Another improvement is we want this schedule here to be accessible on a mobile or a tablet. So that Nathan tells me that's relatively simple, so I shouldn't even worry about saying it. But just to reiterate, yeah, we want the surveyor, whoever he is, because hopefully in the future we'll have 2, 3, 4 surveyors working in different areas of London. We want them to be able to see their appointment schedule without, at the minute, what we do, say for Saturday the 10th of January, we had to print all these job tickets. We click on it, had to print all these job tickets the day before and then give them to our surveyor on the Friday, because he can't access this on his phone. So we want this to be accessible on mobiles and tablets. If I go into a job ticket, say if I go into 45 Brocksash Road, this job ticket, this is what we call a job ticket, by the way. What we want is in the notes section, we can't, we've only got one box for notes. What we want is we want a notes section for one for the surveyor. So for the surveyor it might be 5 windows to look at. We want one for the installer. So if we've got the job and then he's going to go to do the job, we want a note section for the installer that says, look out for the dog. He's going to be left in bedroom 2 for the weekend, so make sure you don't open that door because the dog's in there. We want a note section for the admin staff. For example, just a note to each other. For example, 45 Brocksash Road, need to prepare drawings. And so different notes for different people, as identified previously, is very important. And the ability to have a tick box or something like that. So if you go to actions, if you go to print the job ticket on the new system, there's a function where you can print off the job ticket, but only with certain boxes of notes. So if there's installer's notes and surveyor's notes, if the installer's go into the job, we want to tick the installer notes box, click print, and then only installer notes comes up, not surveyor notes, because they're unnecessary and that's not what we want. So that's another improvement. We obviously want the ability to add files, so we can basically, what we want for the job ticket is all the information for the whole job to be held here, because at the minute, if we want to find the customer's quote, it's not on the job ticket. What we do is we go to our Dropbox. So I'll open our Dropbox, Wandsworth/Windows, quotes, and then we've got a search through here. It's not that difficult, but when you're dealing on a daily basis with, how many quotes have we got here? 2,301 different quotes, and on your daily basis you've got to be efficient. It would help if all the information is held on this job ticket, so we keep the quote here, we keep the surveyor's notes here. So we want to be able to add files, we want to be able to add photos from the surveyor's phone, so he can directly take a picture and attach it to what is now the job ticket. Another important thing is tracking our marketing. As I said before, it's very useful having this here. We can say it came from Google, it came from a magazine, or it came from a leaflet. But it's not very easy to be able to collect this to find this information anywhere on the Podio system at the minute. What we want is that marketing information to be connected to a spreadsheet of some sort that says, hey, in January you received 5 calls from a magazine advert, but you received 50 calls from your leaflets. So we know that, all right, we probably need to spend less on magazine adverts and more money on putting leaflets through people's doors. So that's another thing. And the final improvement, if I click on, say, 217 Magdalen Road, final improvement is we want a customer contact log. So it's another box along with the job details and notes. So another separate box that every time the customer calls up, the admin assistant or whoever answers the phone has to log it onto the system, the job ticket, so time, date, and when it took place. So that's all the improvements. I'll go over in full shortly.